What is soil? How can we improve its fertility? Why are modern fertilizers harmful? How will agriculture change in the 22nd century? According to research scientists at Agricultural University of Hohenheim, the effects of global soil chemicalization are monstrous. Because of the abundance of mineral fertilizers, nitrates have become an essential ingredient in drinking water. And, much worse, there is not a single field near major cities where mercury levels are below the maximum allowable concentration.
In recent years, agriculture has worked the old-fashioned way, squeezing all the life out of the soil while using cheap chemical fertilizers. And failures were usually blamed on bad weather and the lack of hands and machinery. Modern agriculture almost completely lacks the notion of self-recovering soil-forming processes, and all efforts are focused on technogenic farming with getting results right today without taking into account the consequences, which eventually led to the degradation and exhaustion of the soil.
Humic acids have the property to bind poisonous substances, such as salts of heavy metals, radionuclides, aromatic hydrocarbons and others, which appear during industrial and other human economic activities. This is their main protective or ecological property. Toxins bound in this way are preserved and then slowly recycled by microorganisms and do not enter the organisms of living beings and humans.
In order to turn brown coal into fertilizer, a unique technology has been developed to revive it with the help of an association of soil bacteria. First, the coal is crushed in a crusher and then electrohydraulically treated in a pulse machine. This increases the availability of coal as a nutrient substrate for bacteria. In parallel, specialists grow cultures of soil bacteria under special sterile conditions. Then the crushed coal is mixed with the bacteria. Now the product is ready to be applied to the soil. In terms of its growth qualities, it is even superior to known for thousands of years organic fertilizers such as manure, poultry manure, sapropel and peat.
The experiment is carried out on high beds on clean sand in the open ground, as well as on plots of land on which no agricultural activity was carried out in recent years. And for many decades before that was a tank training ground. As a result of the experiment, it was found that even a small application to the soil, up to 1% of biohumus and, farmer's secret, potting soil, allows for a high sustainable yield.
The experiment is carried out on high beds on clean sand in the open ground, as well as on plots of land on which no agricultural activity was carried out in recent years, and for many decades before that was a tank training ground. As a result of the experiment, it was found that even a small application to the soil, up to 1% of biohumus and, farmer's secret, potting soil, allows for a high sustainable yield.
By renting out eco-houses with green roofs, indoor gardens and greenhouses, we bring nature into the immediate area where people live. And in doing so, we do not exclude the achievements of science and technology necessary for comfort. On the contrary, these green solutions locally improve air quality, improve the operating conditions of buildings, cool them down in hot weather and reduce heat loss in cold weather. And people can grow food for the whole family, both on the roof and inside their homes. In my opinion, this is a great step towards environmentally friendly and healthy cities.
Scientists argue that it is at least impractical for the world's agricultural sector to expect rich harvests in the next 200 years. The problem of soil impoverishment is becoming acute. Revolutionary changes in the agricultural world are long overdue, but fortunately, the way out has already been found.